connected to that rule that we have to have attainable goals is a rule that you have to have a specific target. There has to be a real, live person with the power to make that change happen. In the case of two-sided paper copying and mugs in the coffee bar, the target was my dean, as it often is at the university, because ultimately that's where the power to make change resides. So my students targeted the dean, and I happen to know, although I didn't tell them, that he's going to be sympathetic to their demands. And this is the thing, until you push, how do you know what change you can get? Sometimes it's going to be easy. Then you know you should have pushed harder and asked for more. Donna Shalala, a woman who I have admired in other contexts, was the president at the University of Miami when she had the unfortunate experience of being the target. The target, I say to my students, always has a name and a face. So Shalala became the target because there was a living wage campaign for decent hourly wages and benefits for the workers at the university. And she said, the university can't afford it. So the union launched a publicity campaign, and they got the New York Times to do stories about President Shalala's palatial mansion, her yacht, the different beds in the mansion for her dogs, the crew of staff to keep the dog and the yacht and the garden all running beautifully and everything luxurious and wonderful. And there was a very long struggle, and it was a serious struggle, and some workers even ended up in the hospital as a result of a hunger strike. And in the end, the target, President Shalala, found the money that the university previously didn't have to give the workers their raises and their benefits. The kind of change that organizers are looking for is change that alters the relationships of power. The actions we studied, where the lowest paid workers were banding together, you saw people who are not supposed to have power, immigrants, service workers, janitors, limited English speakers, gain power through their collective action. And the people we think of as powerful, former cabinet member Donna Shalala, the mayor of the city of Houston, the police chief, they became powerless in the face of organized labor power. You can arrest a dozen workers and shut down a small campaign. But if you have 1,000 workers willing